Hi everyone and welcome to a new episode with me, the Omega Enthusiast. Several weeks ago, I created a community post on this channel asking for your help by providing me with questions for my upcoming new YouTube content, where I will interview collectors from all around the world. So I have decided that it would make the most sense for me to start episode 1. You guys have provided me with many great questions. Thank you very much for this support. I have selected a question to answer in this episode. So let's get started without further ado. The 5 watches that I will share in this video are the following. This first piece is an early 1950s Doxa automatic, also known as the Poor Man Patek Philippe reference 565. I recently made a video on this watch, so if you're interested to learn more about it, you can follow the link above. The second piece is this beautiful Alpha automatic, also from the 1950s, powered by a Felsa 690 automatic movement. The unique galaxy or constellation dial attracts almost anyone's attention. It has a great case size, measuring 35.5 millimeters in diameter, excluding the crown by 42.5 millimeters from lug to lug. The third piece, similar to my first vintage watch but with the date feature, is this 1950 Mido multi-forward power wind. Mido is one of the most underrated watches out there, and surprisingly, they are still producing watches to this day. Mido is one watch brand that allows you to buy and build an extensive collection without breaking your bank account. This fourth piece is a dated doctor's watch, possibly dating to the late 1920s or early 1930s. An era when doctors' watches are prevalent. Sometimes collecting a watch brand you have never heard of is quite fun. Datus is a brand I have never heard of, but after researching, I discovered that this company has existed since 1894 and is still in business. It is referred to as a doctor's watch because its prominent second hand allows a doctor to easily see and count a patient's heartbeat back in the day. The final piece is an elegant 1941 Bulova watch in a 14K rose gold filled case with an alluring salmon tone dial. Sometimes a collection is not complete without a square or rectangular piece. If you're looking for an affordable example, you can find a wide variety to choose from, Bulova or Gruen. A quick introduction of myself. My name is Deric Yao, or many of you know me by the name Sao. I'm a Canadian watch collector with an Asian ethnic background. At a young age, while still in high school, I learned how to repair watches from my uncle, who used to be a master watchmaker at Bulova. After graduating from college, I decided to work full-time with my uncle in his repairing watch business. One day, a collector, one of our clients, told me, why don't I buy a watch to restore and resell it? Since I have the knowledge and background of a watchmaker, I thought, why not, and gave it a shot. This was around 2005 when I bought my first vintage watch, a Mido multi-forward automatic, for around $40 off eBay, and later sold it for $140. But since I always had the desire and appreciation for an Omega, I started to invest what I saved toward Omega watches, which may cost around $150 to $300 for a regular Seamaster at the time. I would say I made countless mistakes and regrets during my first 10 years of buying, selling, and collecting watches, so I had to learn things hard before becoming who I am today. At the very start, like most collectors, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to collect, so pretty much all of my watches were for sale. And at the time, there was no Instagram or other social media platform like we have now, So the only way to explore what was out there was through books, watch show events, or searching on the internet. So it took me several years until I had a feeling of what I wanted to collect. A great watch collection, in my perspective, is to diversify. By that, I mean to focus more than just the brand or the one style. I recommend exploring other brands to find different types of watches that suits your taste. The condition is critical, and an excellent timepiece does not have to break your bank account. So I took out these 5 pieces from my collection to show that a fun and an enjoyable collection does not need to empty your wallet. Each piece cost me no more than $1,000. In my first few years of collecting watches, I learned that there are 3 types of collectors. First, you have the ones that will collect just about anything, including rebuild and custom pieces. Second, you have collectors who just want their watches to look nice and clean, so redial or case polish is not an issue. And the final group of collectors are those who only want their watches to be unpolished and a huge no-no to redial. It was hard to find someone who truly understood everything about vintage watches until social media and forums helped connect collectors from around the globe. As my knowledge progressed, my journey went from hideous to beautiful. The one thing that upsets me the most was whenever a dealer offers me a damaged piece and said, "You are a watchmaker, you can fix anything. I give you a good price." Yeah, right. I'm not going to lie, but the moment you purchase that very first piece, you have fallen into this deep, deep tunnel to a holy watchland. I don't know about other hobbies, but watch collecting is addicting and it's hard to get out of it. But why would you get out of it anyways? It's fun and learning doesn't stop. And the thing is, there are nice timepieces of all price ranges. You do not have to be rich to enjoy this hobby. There are tons of underrated watches. Do not rush. Never take chances buying a watch without seeing what the inside of the case and movement look like. It is a cliche when people say buy the seller, but my advice is to do plenty of research as self-knowledge is vital. Don't buy a watch if you intend to store it away for investment only. If that is your motive, invest in tangible gold instead. If you are not a dealer, do not imagine that every timepiece you buy will increase in value over time. Watch this video I made from the link above, go through that checklist, and then shop for that watch. I would say the first thing I examine is the originality and condition of the dial. Once I know that it is a factory original finish, I will inspect the overall condition of the watch. Condition to me is more important than the rarity of the timepiece. Collectors have shown me rare watches with incorrect hands, terrible case condition, poorly aged dial, etc. But instead, I was fascinated with the lower end pieces but in fine condition. The last thing to do is go through the inside of the watch and make sure the movement looks great and is correct to that case model. Honestly, I don't think I will ever buy a modern timepiece, but if I had to choose one, that would depend on my budget. So I would not mind owning a Tissot Visual in steel for a low-end budget piece. But if I have several thousand to spend, it will have to be a Jaeger-LeCoultre reversal. And for a high-end luxury piece, I would not mind getting a Breguet Classique. Now that I've started episode 1, I can't wait to share future episodes with you guys. It may take a little while before I can begin uploading new episodes since most collectors I will be interviewing will be filming for the first time. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this content, and feel free to leave me a comment or question that you would like to ask a watch collector. I will add them to the current list. Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on any future episode. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video, and I look forward to seeing you in the following video.